Previously on Courtside with Coquese.
We want to get better every day. We want to get better every game.
Heading to Atlanta, Georgia. We are going there for our Thanksgiving tournament.
And we're back in Atlanta, and I say back because that's where I'm from, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm home. It feels great.
It was definitely fun. Just having my family here and coaches and friends like it. It's been great.
Instead, takes it down herself, flies to the basket.
Lady Lions on three. 1, 2, 3.
Courtside, and we let you see everything you couldn't see unless you were courtside. You was swear you were part of the team, but ain't nothing like being courtside. The crowd rallying up, gon' happy it up. If you wanna be courtside, if you wanna be courtside, you courtside.
Lady Lion basketball head coach Coquese Washington is an expert mentor who has made the transition from student of the game to teacher, sharing her knowledge and experience with her talented young squad.
That's what I want to see. I want to see explosion out of the blocks, down to the offensive end.
Every moment of every day is a new opportunity for this team to grow and learn from her expertise. Every practice, every film session, every speech in the locker room, or every breakdown of game situations is a chance to educate. The success and development is apparent to the 3-time Big Ten Coach of the Year.
We as a coaching staff, we see progress. The things that are hurting us now are not the same things that were hurting us earlier in the season. And that's the kind of progress that you want to see. And as long as we're getting in there and we're digging down and we're working to get better every day and get better every game, it'll turn for us. I'm confident of that.
Confidence and chemistry are important to this team building an identity. The non-conference slate showed the coaching staff areas for improvement and a number of veritable strengths. In the tradition of Lady Lion basketball, success starts with a strong backcourt. The young and talented tandem of Lindsey Spann and Sierra Moore have proven to be reliable sources of production on both ends of the floor. The two tri-captains have started every game this season. They lead the team in scoring and also know how to distribute the rock. Both are averaging better than 10 points per game, as is junior center Candace Agee, who's becoming a dominant force down low. She leads the team in blocks, rejecting more than 25 shots so far this season. Sophomore guard Kalia Mitchell has been a spark for the team, coming up with clutch baskets and timely steals on defense. Kalia has already recorded more than 25 steals. Mitchell and senior tri-captain Tori Wallner are the team's top rebounders. Wallner's 4 years of experience is valuable on the court. The offensive attack has been bolstered by sophomore forward Jenny DeGraff, who has both size and range. And Peyton Whitted has also been using her minutes well.
Whitted takes it down the lane, puts it up, and hangs on the rim and falls.
With Alex Harris in the lineup, there's a different look to the post play.
She's a tremendous rebounder. You know, she's active and she gets her hands on balls.
Kiki Civilian is proving to be a dynamic player. She's quick with her shot, and her speed on defense helps the team succeed in transition. The bench play has seen contributions from transfer Dominique Brooks and walk-on Molly Dencher. Early season victories gave the Lady Lions a glimpse of what is needed to win at the highest level of competition. It was a complete team effort in the 85-51 win against Ryder on December 14th.
And the Penn State Lady Lions will improve to 3-7 on the season.
The team left it all on the floor a week later in a thrilling contest against South Florida. Despite the overtime loss, one familiar face was there to cheer them on. Last year's leading scorer, Maggie Lucas, who was back in town to visit her alma mater.
For the last couple of months, I've been played in the WNBA for the Indiana Fever, and now I'm over in a small town in France called Arras, playing ball, and we're doing really well. Second in the French league, so I'm having a really good time. So many of these games have been so close, 1 or 2 points, and that's just being a young team, and they're building back up. They have the pieces, the talent. They just kind of got to learn to play together. A lot of people in new roles. They're going to be fine. They're going to be great. I believe in them fully.
Maggie Lucas, Nikki Green, and Dara Taylor have each returned home this season to revisit their basketball roots here in Happy Valley. Earlier this season, Lady Lion sophomore guard Kalia Mitchell returned to her hometown to provide insight into the people and places that helped shape her into the person she is today.
This is Kalia Mitchell, and I would like to take you on a tour of my hometown, Stone Mountain, Georgia. First stop, State College Airport. Made it to Washington, headed to my next gate. Atlanta, here I come. Finally made it. Back in Atlanta. Time to go see my parents. Here are my parents. Hey. Home sweet home, back in my room. Nothing like having a bed to yourself in your room. And of course it's pink, favorite color. So great to be home. So my mom's gonna tell us what we're eating for dinner today.
We got some macaroni and cheese, some candied yams. We got collard greens over here, and they do have turkey wings in there. We got the mashed potatoes, string beans with turkey, turnip greens, got the okra, fried corn. We got fried chicken and baked chicken. We got the meatloaf, cornbread, and then it's a little small pan of some cornbread just in case that get gone.
Ready to eat?
Yes.
I got my plate right here. Some of it's already gone up. Family in the kitchen fixing their plate. My brother eating and my aunt eating. So right now I want to take you inside of the church that I used to come to play basketball when I was younger. This is where it really all started. So something that we have here in Georgia is the Center for Civil and Human Rights, and that's what I'll be visiting today, and I would like to take you all on a brief tour. Thanks for coming along with me and visiting my hometown, Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Just ahead, learn how sophomore guard Kiki Civilian flexed her need for speed back in her high school days, and celebrate the rich tradition of this program. 50 years of Lady Lion basketball.
Courtside.
We play for you. We fight for you. It's all for you.
As a survivor, to be on the basketball court, it's amazing.
In May, it'll be 17 years, and that's from stage 4.
Join us in our fight against breast cancer. Pink Zone at Penn State, Sunday, March 1st. For tickets, call 1-800-NITNY. Lady Lion basketball. Having a little fun on the road.
You got the strobe lights? All in the Courtside.
What started in 1964 continues today. This year, the Penn State family celebrates the golden anniversary of women's athletics and half a century of Lady Lion basketball. Our history runs deep, with more NCAA tournament appearances than any other Big Ten team.
Mazzani, a deep three, it's good. Down the lane, double pumps around 3 players, lays it up and in.
3-on-1. Taylor flying down the floor, lays it up and in.
Sweet 16s have led to exciting Elite 8s and a magical Final Four run.
Oh my goodness! Penn State has done it!
Penn State's gone to Philadelphia!
Ahead of the pack, Andre Garner makes the catch, lays it up and in.
The WNBA continues to call our number. And the list of Lady Lion All-Americans has grown over the years. always in the forefront, whether back in the 80s and 90s in the Atlantic 10 days, to the bright lights and big stage of the Big Ten Conference. The talent level has always been at the top of the conference and the nation. "50 years is a long time, and this past September, generations of Lady Lions flocked to the Bryce Jordan Center to meet, celebrate, and share their hard court memories. Present met past, when Coquese, Washington met face-to-face with the First Lady Lion head coach, Marie Mickey Littner.
I have wanted to meet you. Oh no. I happened to see the interview after you got Coach of the Year, and I wanted to tell you, not only was I proud of women's basketball, but you actually said, I know we stand on the 2.5. So I thought, I'm going to meet her and I'm going to say, I got 2 groups right here. You can lighten up a little. Well, at that time, there were many people who wanted to play intercollegiate, many players to be. There were many people who felt that women were not capable or shouldn't do that much exercise. So it was a very mixed bag, but enough people forward-looking on faculty and administration and student body that it became a reality. It had to start somewhere, and I'm glad I was lucky to be here when it started.
This is our coach. We had our uniforms, field hockey and cross, we had to share uniforms. Wow. We had no championships, no stats were kept, nothing. We had to share uniforms.
Coquese has been very supportive in making sure that those of us who coached in the early years are very well received and welcomed by her and her players. And I think that's important that these players know the history so they can appreciate and thank the players that come back.
These are your programs? Field hockey or basketball?
Yeah, these are you guys' programs?
Probably.
Yeah.
We played in the white copies. They were cut. They were in half, 8.5 by 11.
I think with Coquese, the future is very, very bright. Penn State will, and has been, and will even more so in the future be an institution to contend with.
I'm so glad. I'm hoping you guys spread and talk to them about the things and the challenges you guys face so they can have a tremendous appreciation.
It's thrilling to watch the growth. Who knows 50 years from now what will be, but to have been a part of it and getting it started. I'm proud, Penn State proud.
Here's a look at some of the numbers halfway through the season. Lindsey Spann is in the top 10 in scoring. Kalia Mitchell and Tori Wallner are among the league leaders in rebounding. Wallner and fellow center Candace Agee are also among the leaders in block shots.
Blocked by Wallner.
And the team has been racking up double-double performances in the first 15 games of the season. Agee stuffed the stat sheet against South Florida. Jenny DeGraff had a career night against Sanford. Kalia Mitchell took it to Ryder. Tori Wallner went 11 and 11 in points and rebounds versus Towson. And Sierra Moore had big nights against Seton Hall and South Florida.
Sierra Moore knocks down the 3 to give Penn State the lead.
But statistical numbers are just part of the story. Basketball is a sophisticated game of strategy that requires mental and physical stamina. Intangibles like heart, tenacity, and passion often yield results. It also helps to have a few other skill sets, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Quick hands and lightning-fast speed. Born with these talents, sophomore guard Kiki Civilian honed these skills in high school when she trained on a much different playing field.
Ooh, track. Actually, I miss track a lot. I've been doing track since I was 8 years old. Track was a big part of me growing up, both basketball and track. Actually, track is what transitioned me into basketball. My main events were the 200, the 400, the 800, and then I did the hurdles. Little old me did the hurdles, which was my best event. People are like, why you do the hurdles? You're so small. Like, aren't you scared you're gonna fall? Well, yeah, that's the fun part about it, not knowing like what's gonna happen. So I like challenges. Hurdles was a lot of fun to me. Going to nationals every year since I was 8 years old, and then gradually getting better and better each and every year. Placed top 5 in the hurdles in nationals starting my 8th grade year every year. That's where my speeds come from. So yeah. I love track. In the blocks, you just know you have to have that mindset like you're gonna win that race. You practice it so many times repetitively. You don't even think about anybody else. You block everybody else out when you're in those blocks. It's just you in those blocks, in that lane, in that finish line. Nobody else or nothing else matters. Same for on the court when you get fouled and you're on the free throw line. Nothing else matters. You've already practiced that shot millions of times repetitively, and you know you can make it. So no one else matters, and it's just you, that ball, that hoop. Just make the shot. Track is just you. So it's like all mental and just a lot more focus. I think that's what made me fall back from track and more into basketball. It's just, I didn't want that anymore. I was more of a team person. I fed off of my team success. It's just, I like the team environment. Track has transitioned me into basketball. That's identified who I am on the court. The fast, the quick one.
Takes it down the lane with the left hand up and good. Coquese Civilian slicing through the defense.
Basketball was just a whole different level of fun for me.
Coming up, the growth and development continues for these young ladies as they are introduced to conference play. A dynamic freshman who is making a big impact. And a look ahead at the game on the schedule that makes a big difference in the fight against breast cancer.
You courtside.
Part of the Lady Lion commitment to service is recognizing community standouts who have made exceptional contributions in central Pennsylvania and surrounding areas. They do this through their Hometown Hero program, which returns to the Lady Lion Game Day experience in early 2015. More information, including how to nominate someone from your hometown, is available at gopsusports.com/hometownhero.
I'm Lindsay Spann, and you're watching Courtside.
Courtside.
The conference season started when the Lady Lions hit Iowa City. It was a banner day for Lindsay Spann, who had her 4th 20-plus point performance in 5 games. She's making the most of her redshirt freshman season, earning the Big Ten Freshman of the Week honor for December 30th. This young star is shining brightly and is poised to be next in line as the standout leader of the program. Freshman success has long been a part of the Lady Lion tradition. The list of outstanding first-year players include Hall of Famer Susie McConnell, Wade Trophy winner Susan Robinson, Kodak All-American Helen Darling, the Big Ten's all-time leading scorer Kelly Mazzanti, and 2-time Big Ten Player of the Year Maggie Lucas. This year's point guard is making a big impact.
Takes it all the way down the lane with a left hand up off the glass and good. Well, that's a nice move by Lindsay Spann. Spann a look off, lays it up off the glass with the left hand. Long three-pointer is good.
Has the confidence. I think she's a freshman. It doesn't look like a freshman the way she scores and the way she shoots the basketball. Her pull-up is really good. And obviously, they do a good job of setting some ball screens for her. And when she gets into 15 feet, she's just really, really dangerous. She does it a lot right away. She got to the rim, she can make the three, and certainly her pull-up is really special.
Spann takes a three-point shot in the near wing. That is good. Lindsay Spann.
One is her heart. She doesn't have a lot of fear. And I think special players aren't afraid of the big moments. Special players, and I've been fortunate enough to coach a few here. They're not afraid of the moment. They're not afraid to make mistakes. They're not afraid to go out there and swing for the fences, and Lindsay's one of those players.
Right blocked by AG. Here is Spann down the floor. Left hand off the glass and good. He can't get it. Spann drives down the lane, has it knocked free. Somehow came up with it and shuffles it up with the left hand and in. You had to see that one to believe it.
From a skill perspective, you know, when you can finish at the rim, when you can shoot the pull-up and you can shoot the three, and you're a multi-dimensional threat, then it's hard to shut you down. And she's shown early in her career that she can score the ball in a variety of ways.
7 games remain on the home schedule. That's 7 more chances to see your Lady Lions in action, including contests against Indiana, Northwestern, Conference newcomer Maryland, Michigan State, Minnesota, and Ohio State. Each game is an opportunity to experience high-level competition of the best conference in the country and family fun. The Lady Lion basketball season is one to be seen in person, and the final chance this year is on March 1st, a day that's bigger than basketball, the 9th annual Pink Zone at Penn State. A special time where the Penn State community rallies in the fight against breast cancer.
I've seen a lot of Play for K and Pink Zone games. No one does it better than Penn State.
The planning for this event is year-round, raising money and awareness.
It has grown so much from something so small where now survivors are being bussed in from across the state just so they can be a part of this huge day that funds fantastic programs and research all over.
The promotion and the support behind the scenes that the athletic department brings is second to none.
It does raise awareness, and not just on a local level, but also statewide as well as a national level.
I'm a 32-year survivor. This is my probably 4th Pink Zone that I've come to.
Survivors gather on the court to show a common bond of overcoming a disease that has touched so many.
As a survivor, to be on the basketball court, it's amazing.
In May, it'll be 17 years, and that's from stage 4.
We see more and more breast cancers at a much, much earlier stage now. This Pink Zone is one of those notions that bring breast cancer to an early awareness. The ideas that are now there that weren't there 20 or 30 years ago didn't just happen magically. It took ideas. It took money. Important mechanisms like the Pink Zone are able to bring to the table.
$1 million raised in 8 years, ladies and gentlemen.
More information, including tickets and how you can become involved with this life-changing event, is available at PennsylvaniaPinkZone.org.
The season is long, and the games are long. And for this team, everything is new. We're in conference play. This team has to get the experience of playing in Big Ten play. The first half, the first 10, 12, 15 minutes, it's kind of an eye-opening experience. And then once we settle down, you see that we're capable of playing with any team in the conference. But the reality is, our first 3 games has been a tale of 2 halves. I think when they get comfortable and get adjusted to playing, then we're okay. And the progress in is our ability to contain the ball.
Tries to drive, knocked away and stolen by Sevilla.
As we play some more games, they'll start to see and feel comfortable with what Big Ten basketball is about, and we can see some progress in the first half. We always talk about being our best selves at the end of the season.
This has been a production of WPSU.